different forms, as it can be very soft but also very hard, to the point where the miners call it shin cracker.
Yeah, it's pretty hard like concrete.
As the name suggests, shin cracker first got its name because the miners kept cracking their shins on the hard sandstone while working out on the fields. It was unforgiving stuff, and the name just stuck for good.
Yeah, I reckon you're right, Sax. I thought I'd be able to see a nice clean face, but that's not that easy. Alright, well, let's just start on this.
Weight-wise, this is the biggest parcel I've seen Dad buy in a very long time. And honestly, I was a bit nervous because I didn't see the potential of what this could possibly cut. And Dad saw something that I couldn't see. And what you're about to see is the reason why Dad took such a risk and bought this parcel.
You can see there the potch is now starting to go black there. And you can see, look at that, very black right there, which is a really amazing sign. Oh, this is going to take some figuring out, that's for sure.
And with the black starting to show just underneath the skin, things are looking good. Now, all we have to do is hope that there's a big bright colour bar. If it was only that easy.
There's a nice chip sitting there, just breaking away.
When watching Dad cut these bigger stones, and especially the more pricey ones, I try and picture what his next move's going to be. And as you'd expect, it isn't always the most straightforward move that he goes for. It's pretty unorthodox how you cut opal, each gem being remotely different to the last one, especially in gems like this one, where the colour bar isn't exactly obvious, and it just goes to show how much work really goes into opal cutting, as what you see is really important, but also it's what you know. I've just pulled the other microphone out, Dad, and I wanted to talk to you about how you knew it was going to turn black. Because you said it to me after you bought it, but I didn't quite understand at the time until you explained it to me.
A long, long time ago, when my dad and I were buying together, we found this, one miner was mining this type of stuff, and we took a punt on the fact that it looked like grey, but it could have turned black inside, and we decided to give it a go, and everything inside of it turned black. And this is exactly the same stuff, and maybe one or two claims over from where we bought it from. Yeah, I just had a really good feeling that this was going to be very similar sort of opal, and it seems to be turning out that way. I will say though that the colour bars are not as clean or easy or neat as the other opal that I bought, so challenges are on the way, because there is all sorts of things going on in this piece, that's for sure.
I find it so impressive that some rough that you bought 20, 30 years ago, you recognise the same characteristics about it.
Yeah.
And you're correct about it. I don't know if that's a coincidence or just years and years and years of experience, but it's pretty impressive either way.
Yeah, thanks. No, it's just the things that you remember are usually the good ones, and when you lose money you also remember them, so I guess experience, when things happen like this and memories are made, you just don't forget them, especially when they're important like this. So there you have it. Dad was confident that the gems in this parcel were going to turn black because of a parcel that he bought 30 years ago with his dad. To me, this is so impressive, and he acts all nonchalant about it. And this is probably due to the fact that he does this more often than not, picking up differences between different gems from different fields, whether it be the colour bar, the pattern, the shape, how it's formed, its size even, a whole bunch of things come into play when it's crunch time on the wheels. But this also brings me to a sad reality that I have to face, and that is that I may never reach the level of knowledge that Dad has about cutting opal. And that's because not only did he spend thousands of hours cutting opal, but he lived through the 90s on the opal fields when they were booming, seeing so much